I'm at Georgetown University for the Real Estate Luminary Series sponsored by Georgetown's University of McDonough Business School and REITs. Joining me is one of the panelists, Thomas Flexner, who is the Global Head of Real Estate with Citigroup. Tom, how do you think the market's general view of CMBS has changed in the wake of the financial crisis?
The financial crisis imperiled virtually every type of credit instrument, including CMBS. We went through a period of time where the safest, most senior tranches of CMBS securities were trading at 1,300 and 1,400 over treasuries. And that was a year and a half ago, an unprecedented, almost remarkable occurrence. Since that time, the industry has, demonstrated to investors that it wasn't going to fall off a cliff. Capital has begun to creep back into the CMBS market, and those same securities that were 1,300 over treasuries a year and a half ago are now 300 over treasuries. And that is the first prerequisite to getting a CMBS market restarted.
And what about your outlook for equity offerings? Do you expect in the near future we'll see additional run of secondary offerings or maybe even more IPOs?
We are now entering the third wave of an equity trend in REITs. At the beginning of 2009, REITs were issuing equity at very dilutive price levels in order to survive. They had to deal with near-term debt maturities that could otherwise not be refinanced without equity. That was successful. The REIT market appreciated significantly off its lows. It had actually gone down 75% from its peak, and now it's regained a lot of that back. The second wave was just a continuing effort to strengthen balance sheets, and the third wave, which we're seeing now, is companies raising equity in the secondary market for acquisitions, especially in those sectors where the premiums in the stock prices relative to asset values is greatest, like the healthcare sector or the apartment sector or the data center sector, for instance.
And you mentioned the third wave is going to lead to acquisitions, and you mentioned some of the sectors where it will be. Well, what's the timetable for when, now that money is being raised or is in the process of being raised, when it'll be deployed?
Well, it's being deployed as we speak. This past quarter, or this quarter to date, so far has seen in the neighborhood of $13–14 billion of acquisitions by REITs. That's the largest quarterly amount since 2007. So it's clearly bounced back, really as a result of the appreciation in REIT share prices and the attendant sort of low cost of capital that is associated with that. We think that that's going to continue.
Tom, thank you very much for joining us. Great. For REIT.com, I'm Matt Bishar.